Well, all right, we made it to part 3. Thank you very much for hanging in there. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Still got some more classical things to play for you, and please try to play along. Practice this stuff at home. It makes your fingers much smarter. I know it works for me. Before we get started on this next thing, I want to introduce you to my classical instrument here. This is an Ibanez guitar that it's a newer model I had an idea for. It's actually sort of appropriate because it almost looks like a classical instrument. Sort of got the shape of a violin or a viola, and of course it's got the F-holes on there, fake as though they may be, and the volume and the switch hidden in there, so from 100 rows back it just looks like there's no electronics, which I think is cool, and hopefully you'll be playing places where there are people 100 rows back at least, and it's an Ibanez, so it's going to sound great, stay in tune, and be easy to play, and of course look marvelous. And for this next song, I'd like to play another Bach piece for you. This is an invention, or actually half of an invention, because it's for piano, and obviously with piano you have 2 hands, and I'm just going to play the right-hand part, which is pretty cool by itself. It's in the key of D, and I'm actually going to try to insert some style. Not the Neil Young style, not the Brian May style, but my own. And we'll see how it goes. This is in the key of D minor. It's a fairly challenging thing, so I've got the pointy pick, and here it goes. It's Bach's invention, 2-part invention in D minor. I believe it's number 4. Here it goes. Another challenging one there for sure. Let me slow down a couple of those things for you. One of my favorite spots is right towards the beginning. This little pattern here. That's kind of cool there by itself. Then it does some interval skips. Let me play those for you a little slow. It sounds something like this. So let me play it a little bit quicker for you with this pickup so it sounds a little bit smoother. Very cool there. There's also some melodic minor sequences in this piece. Melodic minor is a scale that you don't hear too often in rock, but in jazz or in classical you hear it often enough to maybe learn how it goes. And this one has a sequence in it. It sounds something like this. Pretty cool. Let me see if I can play that a little bit quicker. And with some distortion. Lots of Bach, lots of Mozart, some Liszt, some Beethoven. We've done some different composers so far, but I tried writing one of these sort of classical sounding guitar pieces myself, and I haven't really titled it. I guess it's Gilbert Thing 1 in C. But let me try playing it for you. It's got a lot of intervals, and on the end I just sort of improvise, which in classical music they call a cadenza. So it'll be a cadenza in A minor at the end. Let's give this a shot. Paul Gilbert Thing in C. That sounded good. Hope you enjoyed that one too. A lot of arpeggios in that one. I tried to do some octave skips. Like the first thing, I go from a C to a higher C, and I use my thumb, which is I don't know, kind of unallowed in classical guitar technique, but it's okay in rock. So I guess my rock style comes through there. And then I just do a C major little arpeggio thing. The thing at the very end of this is a string skipping lick that, at first glance, it might seem like it'd be easier to do with another fingering, but to get it to sound right, the string skipping really works the best. There's two chromatic notes that go, and you know, if you just want to play that, it might be easiest just to do it on one string, even with hammer-ons and pull-offs. But I like to do it on two strings and pick it, because I can get a little bit cleaner that way, especially when it goes to the lower notes. Because if I tried to play that with a standard arpeggio shape like this one, it'd be a real bear to pick it and to finger it. It'd be real strange. So this one seems to work better. For me anyway. I hope it works for you. Let's try it again. I'll do a little do it slow and some distortion. You can hear how clear the notes come out when you finger it that way, because you have a different finger for each note. Then I just took that up into some different shapes, did sort of a diminished or first inversion version here. I like that first inversion version. And then here's the next one. And then I did a string skipping diminished lick, which is pretty easy to remember because it's the three notes, or three frets there, and it's the same on this string also, the G string. Easy to remember, not necessarily easy on your hand. It's nice that it's way up here because the frets are closer together.